The Russian foreign minister is in Saudi Arabia, where he has just met with the chief negotiator of the Syrian opposition to discuss reconciliation. Sergey Lavrov expressed hope that the opposition would help to facilitate the return of refugees.
We appreciate your commitment to finding solutions, and we expect that you and other representatives of the Syrian opposition will contribute to creating a constitutional committee. And of course, we expect that the responsible elements of the opposition support the provision of assistance to Syrians by the international community, not only in the form of humanitarian aid, but also in terms of water supply, educational and medical services, and enabling refugees and displaced people to return to their homes.
With more on the meeting, Igor Zhdanov reports from Saudi Arabia's capital.
The Russian foreign minister has just met with the members of the Syrian opposition belonging to the so-called political wing of the Syrian opposition movement, meaning that basically they're not exactly members of any militant group on the ground. I should say it was a surprise meeting, really. It wasn't announced, it wasn't anywhere in the program. In fact, we journalists had already boarded the plane expecting to depart shortly. So, according to the Russian foreign minister, according to Sergey Lavrov, they found some common ground as they talked about the possibility of the elections in Syria and as well as the new Syrian constitution. This meeting is coming right after Russia's foreign ministry's statement on the recent report by the OPCW on last year's chemical attack in Syria's Duma. Now, the Russian foreign ministry is saying that they are studying this more than 100 pages long report very carefully. But the Russian foreign ministry can already say that from what they can see is that the UN-backed body is ignoring their information that certain parts of the attack could be staged, like the video from a hospital that emerged right after the attack. This is something that Russia had warned months in advance before that incident happened. The vague conclusions the OPCW body is making in its report could be used to justify the US, British and French aggression against the Syrian government. So this is what the Russian ministry is talking about when they're saying that, well, the OPCW is somewhat ignoring Russia's information that some parts of that chemical attack were staged.